What's up, guys? New product review video today. Today we're going to look at a QAV210 kit from Target Hobby. This is a near complete kit. The only thing it does not include is a flight controller and a receiver. Let's go ahead and open it up, look at everything that you get inside, and I'll give you my opinion on everything while we're going through it. So as you can see, it comes pretty well packaged. They put some foam on the sides to try to protect everything during shipment. Now I did already go through this a little bit to kind of see what you get, so I'm better prepared for the video. It was in here a little bit nicer than what it is now, but everything is secure when it ships and there's no fear of anything being damaged in shipping. You do get a set of propellers. This is a set of gym fan, 40-45, orange and black. It's pretty nice they include those. Sorry for the reflection. It's raining here today, so I have to use my office lighting instead of the natural lighting, and the video doesn't look too good. So hopefully I can upgrade the lighting situation soon, and we'll have these issues. But let's move on. So here are the propellers you get. I thought this was nice. I haven't seen these in a kit until now. These are motor guards. So these go on the outside portion of each arm and protect the motors in case you decide to run it into a tree, which I'm notorious for doing. This is actually opened a little bit, so I'll give you a better look at them. So there you go. These are injection molded, but they do resemble something that would be 3D printed. So if you have a 3D printer, you may be able to print something like this. So you get two black and two red. The red is slightly like an orangish red. Nice color. Here's one ESC, 12 amp BL Heli firmware from Hobby Mate. It has a BEC, 5 volt to 1 amp, and it can do 2S to 4S. And I'm not even showing it to you. Sorry about that. There's one of them. Let's take one of the motors out of the package so you can see it. These are 2204 style motors. They are branded with Hobby Mate. You probably can't see it too well because of the glare. They already have connectors on them. Pre-soldered connectors. And they were shortened to fit the length of the arm, each arm. I really like the all black color. I did test one as far as balancing, and they seem to be balanced really well straight out of the package. You may not need to balance them whatsoever. Lock nuts as well, and since there are 4 of them, obviously you get 2 clockwise and 2 counterclockwise. You also get an Allen wrench and 2 sets of screws, 3mm and 4mm screws, depending on if you are using the motor guards or not. If you are not using the motor guards, you use the shorter screw. If you are using the motor guards, you use the longer screw. So you get a set of those with each motor. The remaining 3 ESCs, so you get a total of 4. These also, here I'll take one of these out of the package so you can see as well. I know there are a ton of video reviews on this already, so it's only going over what you've probably already seen. But the corresponding connectors are already soldered onto here as well, and heat shrink, so there won't be any type of shorting out. A decent length for the servo cable. I don't know why I call it a servo cable because this isn't a servo, but I don't know the exact terminology for this cable here. The remaining motors, as you can see, each one comes with a Allen wrench and corresponding screws if you're using the motor guards or not. So the other ones are chrome or brushed aluminum style, and then black for the lock nuts. A piece of Velcro. You do get a wrench. I thought that was pretty cool. If you don't know what this is for, you shouldn't be watching the video. It's for the lock nuts for the motors, just so you know. A set of aluminum spacers. This is if you want to use the landing gear or not. The aluminum spacers go through here and screw into the frame. I'll show you that in a minute. You get 4 pieces of landing gear. These are foam. If you want to use either a Dean's or XT60 style power connector, they give you both. I thought that was really cool. And they're pre-soldered to a length of silicone wire. So that's really neat that they include these. If you wanted to use a Dean's, you just solder it right onto it. If you wanted to use an XT60, same thing, they're right there. And they're pre-tinned on the end as well, so that was really neat. They made it pretty easy to set this up. Obviously, you get a Velcro strap for the battery. I think the color of this is random. A couple other kits I looked at, one was red and one was green, so I think the color of the battery strap is random, but you know, if you don't like the color that comes with it, they're so cheap, they're less than $1 online. This is really neat that they included this as well. This is a mini power hub with a 5-volt BEC and 12-volt rail on the BEC as well from Maytech Systems. Brand new in the package. I thought it was really neat that they included it with instructions as well in case you don't know how to use it. But I thought it was really cool that it included this. This is a pretty good product right here. I've actually used this in a few different quad kits, and I really like how compact it is and how everything is laid out with this power distribution board. Something that's really neat is that the frame is already put together. It's put together in the box. It's already assembled. As you can see, there's Target Hobby engraved in the top. I don't know how well you can see it. There's a spot for an antenna, either for FPV or myself. I solder on an SMA extension to my receiver and have an antenna coming off of the receiver. Then there's a spot for the battery plug here. If you wanted to install the battery plug like this. Side plates for added stability. I thought that was really cool. And then the camera plate here in the front at the appropriate angle with the appropriate mounting holes. And here's the underside of it. And here is where you can install the landing gear if you decided to do so. You would just use the additional standoffs and put them through and bolt through the other side. If you wanted to use the motor guards, they go on just like this. And then you can use the longer screws if you wanted to use the motor guards. You use the longer screws that come with the motors and you run up through it, and this will protect the motor while it is sitting on the frame, so it would be something to this nature. So it's protecting the motor. There's a decent amount of gap to where nothing's going to rub while it's running. So it's pretty cool. I would probably use the motor guards if you're not experienced in flying these and you want to protect your investment. But the frame is very, very strong. It is a carbon fiber frame, full carbon fiber frame. It's not a G10 mix. It's a full carbon fiber frame, and it is cut really well. I really, really like the frame. Red spacers on the side look really good, and it's just really well laid out. So overall opinions on the kit is I really like the kit. For the price right now on Amazon, everything but a flight controller and a receiver, obviously a battery, but I usually don't consider a battery to be part of a kit. For the price and what you get, it's a very good value. The frame is built very well. The motors are balanced really well from the manufacturer. The firmware that are on the ESCs is the BL Heli firmware, the newest version of the firmware. And I really like the quality of these. And everything just fits together really well. Whoever planned this kit out did a great job, and everything complements each other. The motors complement the ESCs complement the motors, and everything that goes into the frame, it just works really well, and it all goes together really well. So the carbon fiber frame is a 3mm thick unibody plate with the motor guards or bumpers, if you want to call them that. It's a very strong setup. For either a 3S or a 4S setup, it is very, very strong, and it does very, very well in performance. The amount of thrust that these motors provide, it's outstanding. So I'll leave the link for this in the description so you can take a look at it yourself. And if you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below. And we'll talk to you soon. All right, take it easy, guys.